Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Adam Ratliff with Adam So Fun, and I'm late. I'm sorry. I had everything ready and then a package came, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta show off what's in the package. And I was messing around with that stuff, and then next thing you know, it's 1 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm already late. Let's get this going. I was gonna be in the studio, or not in the studio, but in my sewing room, and then oh, I got to go into Instagram and hit go live. There we go. I was in the sewing room, and then I was like, okay, there's not enough room here. Let's just go out into the dining room. So I'm sitting at my dining room table, and we have a lot to go over. One, I finished some quilts, and of course, I was grabbing things. One moment, please. I got to go grab a quilt. Oh, you're so cute, buddy. He's so cute. He's so cute. Now, do you guys ever look at your dogs and they just look so comfortable and then you just want to stop whatever you're doing and nap? Because that's where I am. So I finished some quilts. I finished the Dream Big. I'll show you in a second. And then I also finished my Confetti Star. I'll show you in a second. Dream Big videos are coming. I edited the first one while I was quilting this one, actually. And then I went in to edit video number 2 because there was, I think, 3 or 4, and realized that I have a ton of content with no sound. So I did over an hour of recording. My mic must have went dead. I don't know. But obviously I didn't check it first. Well, actually, it was right in the middle of something, because the video that I have up to edit, I get to about, let's see, 10, 15, about 20 minutes in, and then the mic just stops working. And it never started working until the very end. And I'm trying to figure out how to do this because there's some important steps that it probably missed. What's here? Yeah. So I think I'm gonna voice over. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I can't redo it because I don't really have I don't have another Dream Big. And like, oh, I was devastated yesterday, and then all I wanted to do was eat Taco Bell. And I didn't even get it. So but I did finish some quilts. Let me show you. Let me get my energy drink because I am tired. We've not slept well this week. I think because next week I hit the ground running hard. I'm so excited going to Classy Creations next week. I think there are a few spots left if you want to come on last minute retreat in Pensacola. We're staying at the Hilton on the beach. We are going to check-in is on the 24th. We're going to sew the 24th. Check-in is on the 4th. We're going to sew on the 4th. No. Yeah. The 5th and the 6th. Check-out is on the 7th, but we get to stay there until 5 p.m. So you can sew a little bit in the morning after you check out. We just have to be out of the room by 5, which I think is so much fun. And then I move to a different hotel, and we go back to the shop we set up, because then we have long arm classes on the 8th and the 9th. It's going to be such a crazy week, but I'm so excited for it. So let's show off the Dream Big. I'm like excited about all the things. So it is a Dream Big. So the design is a bit orange. It is digitized. I've done these in the past when I was with Handy Quilter, and did it on my Handy Quilter Infinity. So I've done it on 2 different systems now. And I was talking to Mickey the other day, and I was telling her, like, this is so much easier. There's a lot of things on the Q-Matic that are so much easier than the Handy Quilter, than the Pro Stitcher. There are a few things I missed from Pro Stitcher, so I'm not going to say like, oh, you know, that. But also the Gardeners here. So this is the Dream Big. Let's see. At least the lighting's good. Look at that texture. Oh my God. Here's the back. So I did use 3 different color threads. I should have had 4. I don't know why I didn't have another one. Thank you, Carrie. Um, well, no, I know why. I forgot to grab the dark blue. But I am a color changer, so I use different colors on like as it variegated out. So like this is teal, and then this is not free motion. This is all done with Cumatic. So this was teal. This was a light blue. This should have been a dark blue. Excuse me. That there should be a dark blue and then a purple on the outside. I forgot the dark blue thread, so it's ended up being blue and purple. It's fine. It's not gonna hurt anything. It still looks good. But this design is from A Bit Orange, ABITORANGE. They digitize designs for everybody. So if you have whatever system you have, you can buy designs from them. What I like about their designs, they're very user-friendly. So like, for instance, see how it does not outline the petal here? All the designs nest inside their areas. So there's a little bit of give around each petal. So if it's your first time doing it and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm nervous, it might not be right on, that's fine. They because those designs nest, they might get close. A lot of them don't even outline. And if you go over, who cares? Who cares? Nobody's gonna know. Because when you show them this, they're not thinking like, oh, where did they go over the lines? They're thinking, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. So videos coming, at least the first one has full sound. The other ones, I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. I think I just might record a voiceover, but when I record, I don't have a script. I just do it, and then I talk about how I do it. One of the things with me is that the way I talk and the way or not the way I talk, but the way I do things, it's just the videos are just there so you can see if this might be a way that works for you. It doesn't have to, it's not the way to do it. It's not the only way to do it. It's just the way that works for me. So it's the way that I like to do it, but I am definitely not like, do it like me or you're doing it wrong. I mean, I like the way I do things. I like my loading and everything. Carrie's going to send me another panel to make another set of videos. Carrie, if I do that, are you expecting me to send it back? Carrie, you need to do your own panel. So, while I was editing yesterday, I was quilting my material. How loud is the oh my gosh, they almost ran into each other. How loud are the gardeners? Can you even hear that? So I had this up on the wall, and so this is my confetti star. This is one of the patterns I'm teaching next week at the retreat. So if you decide to come last minute retreat, you can do the 108-inch panel. I don't have that panel. I should do it though. Ugh. Oh gosh, I'll think about it. How about that? So this is a pattern from our friends at Material Girlfriends. If you're shopping at Material Girlfriends, my ASF10 code works there. Love them, sisters. I just love the whole family. Me and Mickey get so excited when we work with them. But they have a bunch of 10-inch square patterns that are layer cake friendly, 10-inch square friendly. So this is 24 white squares, 24 colored squares. I did mine colored and black squares. You can do it just 2 colors if you want. Oh, it's so heavy. Let me find the bead front. This backing, by the way, this is Connecting Threads. This is one of their Connecting Threads lines. Lines or something. I don't know. This is the navy one. I don't use a lot of black, so I didn't have any black backing. I don't use a lot of black, and I'm going to show you a black quilt. Every quilt I've done of theirs has black in it, which is fun. So this is the quilt. I love it, but I love this pattern. I was on OESD, and this pattern, the stitching is called something pearls. Something pearls. Oh, now I gotta look it up. Floating pearls, pearls of wisdom, pearl. I just posted it yesterday, so I'm gonna go look. Freshwater pearls. The design is freshwater pearls. It's stitched out fantastic. I have become a lazy quilter. Am I testing my tension? Not really. I should be, but not really. But that's what it looks like. No discount code there yet, but I'm working on it. But I do love how it turned out. I have to trim it, and I'll probably put a binding on this one since I'm going to be like doing class on it next week. Let's see. I haven't cut the wide back. I have a one of the Shannon Cuddle kits, and I'm like, oh, I need to strategically cut this so I could use it. Well, I don't need to use it. Never mind. I have a few other quilts that I don't think are as big because I added squares to that one because it should be 3x4, and I did it 4x4. I think I'll be able to use the extra from that because I usually buy wide backs in 3 yards. Oh, just connecting threads, another place you can use ASF 10 code for 10% off. But I wonder if I can fit the other one on there. We'll have to see. Thank you, Carrie. If you can edit, you'll want to change the name of this video so the date is corrected. Oh, did I put the wrong date? Oh, yeah, today's the 9th. I don't even know, but we'll find out. Thank you, Michelle. One moment, please. So I have been working. I got some Happy Mail from Bernina. They came out with some new hoops and stuff, so I figured I would share those along. But I also got some new feet. So I got a Teflon foot because I've been doing a lot of stuff with vinyl. So I'm like, okay, I need a Teflon foot for my vinyl. And we have this class coming up that we're doing where it has kind of, you're working with like thicker thread, almost cording. So I got one of the 3-groove feet, and we installed a zipper with the serger. Have you ever done this? I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. So I got the zipper foot. It's actually the piping foot, but you can use it to install a zipper on your serger. So that was fun. But then we got more new hoops. So Bernina just came out with their sock hoop. Dropped something on the table. Just came out with their sock hoop. So these are inserts for your, I should know, the medium hoop, I think, because it goes small, medium, oval. So these are inserts that go in your medium hoop, and it goes in like this, and then your sock is right here, and you can embroider little designs on the on your socks. So I put one on here so you can see. There's my sock. It's not dirty, although they probably look dirty. They're the ones I wear on the planes. And so I'm hooped here. I didn't put any stabilizer. I just hooped it really quick. But obviously you'd put your stabilizer on. They used a sticky aqua mesh and then stuck the same thing on top as like a little bit of a topper and did some of the OESD minis. I thought there was a turtle. So I was going to make turtle socks for next week, but there's no turtle. But I am going from Palm Springs to Florida. So I figure I could do like a rainbow or an avocado. There's an avocado. Actually, it would be funny if there was an avocado on one leg and a cactus on the other, because there's a cactus too. OSD has these mini sets that I really love. So that was the first one. Those are the sock hoop inserts. So in case you're interested, if you're a Bernina girl or boy. And then I also got a clamp hoop, just because I'm like, I should probably use some of these since there's new ones. So there's a new, they call it border clamp. It's a lot bigger than this one. Hold on. One moment, please. Ben's here and working, and I need to find out if I'm being too loud. So we're whispering for a minute to see what he's trying to say. Because he sent me a text, but he's not answering. There's whispering. I'm whispering. He didn't text me back. Okay. There we are. Now I'm back, I think. We'll figure it out. Okay, so there's a new clamp hoop. And I was like, oh, I want a clamp hoop so I can figure it out and see how to use it. So the clamp hoop is nice. Oh, there's my mom. Hi, Mom. The clamp hoop is nice because if you are quilting in the hoop, it holds those pieces really nice. So what I did is I clamped up something that I've already quilted. And I quilted this in the oval hoop. And I mean, it worked, or not the oval hoop, the giant hoop, the new big Bernina hoop. And it worked and everything was fine. Why am I not in the sewing room? Because it's messy. Because after the last trip, I stuck luggage in there, and then I haven't really been here because I was at the studio and stuff. And so I was all getting ready to set up in there. And then I started playing with the hoops because they just got delivered. And then I ran out of time and just came to the dining room. The quilts were out here. So here's the clamp hoop. And so quilt sandwich is clamped on. It actually holds it pretty. Ooh, that's a nice little drum beat. And there's the back of it. So it hooks on just like the Bernina one. So I would be able to do that big square. It does come with your inserts to show you how much quilting space you get and everything. So this is going to be fun to play with. We'll see. But if you're like, oh, I don't feel like clamping, I can pop these clamps off. Those are my little clampy pieces. Here's the hoop. And there's the new magnetic hoops. So these are, if you have any of the dime hoops, similar to dime, but actually Bernina, made for Bernina branded kind of thing. And we use these at BU, and they were freaking fantastic. So one of the things, you get your little thingy here. I'm going to use the quilt. I have a Baby Lock Solaris and used to quilt on that machine. Too much work. Oh, yes, definitely. I prefer the long arm too. But not everyone has a long arm. So if you are a Bernina person and you're like, oh, I need these hoops because I embroider. This one comes with this piece of cardboard. Do not leave the cardboard out when you are switching between projects. Like, so when you store it with the cardboard. Because these magnets are really strong. They're stronger than the previous dime magnets. So this is like, that's a nice thick piece of cardboard. And I'm going to put my hoop. I don't really want to put the hoop on my table. Which way do I want to go? I'm trying to figure out how I quilted this. There we are. And then this is our magnetic top, and it does have handles. And I'm hooped. Okay, I have to say, so much faster than the clamps. This is like sew tights versus pins, except the clamps aren't going to make you bleed. But it holds it really nice. I mean, this is a really nice big stitch area too. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to. I'm gonna get to play with them. So now that I have them, I'm gonna use them. Um, ooh, ooh. And there is a new. Is this the largest one? I think this might be the largest magnetic hoop. I was talking to some of the in-house Bernina people, which one they preferred, especially for quilting and stuff, and they said that quilts might slip in the magnetic hoop a little, so that they liked the clamp because the clamps, like, these are clamped on, they aren't going anywhere, and basically these clamps are clamping your quilt sandwich like that. Oh, and when you're not using it, you can store them here. I'm trying to keep things clean. I'm in a shared space. And then I was on Instagram last week. We were driving back from Oxnard, and a Bernina friend posted a picture of the cutest little stuffed animal with the cutest little jacket. And I just couldn't get over it, and I sent it to Ben because Ben has made a few little stuffies. And she's like, oh my gosh, they're so great. So I ended up buying the book, but then I bought like all the books. Carrie loves the Mighty Hoops for her 10 needle. Nice. So have any of you heard of this? Luna Lappin. This is Luna, the little doll. And so these books show you how to make Luna out of wool. She's hand stitched, but I'm going to do it on machine. But then they all have all these little dapper outfits. Let me find the first one. Like, look at this. And then it has a pattern to make the outfits. And then they're like, well, let's just be luxurious and let's use Liberty of London and things like that. So I bought a 4-pack of the books because then she has friends. This must be one of the first ones. Okay, I love this guy. And then she has more friends. This deer, like, look at the deer. And like, they're just so cute. Oh, that one's a ram with a knitted sweater. Sorry. So I was calling Mickey. I'm like, oh my gosh, Mickey, I'm going to buy these. And she goes, stop spending money. Let me find a cute little dress. But I love that, like, look at this jacket. It's so cute. This was like the jacket on the one that I got, or the one I saw. And then I love this little otter. I would be making the otter with the raincoat. The hedgehog, who looks like he's gonna go and work in the work as a ringmaster. And that cow, look, Carrie, you can make a cow. Love it. So I ended up getting those. So cute. Well, I feel like I had a lot more to talk about. Oh, this thing, in case you're going to retreat, this is one of the project bags. I wrapped this up so good, I don't know how I did it. This is one of the project bags. It's just not finished, but in the other project. So we're going to do the quilt, but we're also going to make project bags. And these are really nice size. So I just had a thought today because I changed how I did mine a little bit. And I was like, oh no, but I think it's going to work. Everything's going to be fine. Yeah, I haven't been in the sewing room a ton since I've been back. I kind of took a week off and then was doing long arm things and computer things and filming that Dream Big. Like, I could do the Dream Big in a day, but to film it and all the steps and pausing in this, it just takes so much more time. That's why when I thought, when I saw that I had not recorded sound, I was so sad. So the first video is coming out in 32 minutes. It's supposed to drop. Some of you might have seen it already. I put the wrong day. So it came out yesterday for about 8 minutes. So 17 people have watched it, or at least started it. But in the first video, it will show you, we'll talk about loading, but then I talk about there's another loading video on how I load a whole cloth. So that will be in the description. But then we bring in the design, talk about the design. We bring it in so you can see how to import it. Talk about why I imported it the way I did, because I brought it in as one full design instead of all of the pieces. And I show you how there's all the pieces when you buy the pattern. And then kind of show you how to line it up. If you're going to try to do the Dream Big, if you don't line it up perfect, that's fine. Again, if you go out of the lines, you're okay. But the Dream Big is never going to line up exactly perfect for your project. You'd have to load it exactly straight. It'd have to be printed exactly straight. Like, there's so many variables to get those loaded perfectly. So I spent a lot of time at the beginning, like trying to line it up as good as I could to make some of the other processes a little bit easier. And I was going through editing the other day and was like, why did I spend that much time doing that? I'm going to take each individual piece and place it where it needs to go anyway. So I don't know. That was funny. Excuse me. Some of the things I liked about doing it on the Bernina, because you don't have to drag and drop your designs and you just change your stitch area, it made that part of the process so much easier. Because, I mean, essentially it's the same thing, except we didn't have to like grab the designs. One of the things when I've done them in the past is I might have picked up some of the designs, but not all the designs. Or, you know, we're keeping them all separate pieces. This thing, we're going to split them up into separate pieces, but then you move your stitch area. You don't move the design. So it was just a different process. But any machine, you should be able to do it. If you don't have a HQ or a Bernina, I'm assuming you have something like the markers that I'm going to use that you can do that will be similar to the process that I did. But I don't know the other systems enough to know what those numbers are called. You love watching the one on the handy quilter. Thank you. Thank you for saying that will not be perfect. I'm working on Dream Big right now and nothing is perfect. You've done 2 on the embroidery machine and 1 on the long arm. Crazy. Yeah, they're never perfect. I guess somebody probably has them perfect. I do like the orange designs. I like that it doesn't have to be like that they nest. The previous design I did was from Wasatch Quilting. Love it. I think it turned out beautiful. But you had to really almost get those designs exactly straight because they all kind of touched each other. And like that was a little bit nerve-wracking. So I'm trying to think. So next week I'm in Pensacola. Super excited. We're doing the 4-day sewing retreat, and then we're going into the 2-day quilting long arm. I was like, what am I doing? I don't know where my life is right now. Excuse me. The week after that, the week of the 11th, I'm home. So I get some last minute samples done, and I have jury duty. So fingers crossed that I'll get called in for that. The week after that, I'm at Bernina World of Sewing in Raleigh. So if you're in the Raleigh area, we're doing, I think they have a few seats left. I knew they had spots for 100, and I think they were really close to that when we had our meeting a week and a half ago. But if you're in the Raleigh area, it's a 3-day quilt extravaganza. You're coming into a bunch of classes, but I'm helping out in the long arm room. And Stephanie, I'm so excited. I can't wait. And I'm excited because I get to dress cute. I'm like, I'm going to Florida. Can I wear shorts? Do you care? Also, Stephanie, I love your new pre-ordered 18-inch spinny cutting mat table. Cutting turntable. So I'm in Raleigh at Bernina World of Sewing, and this is like a extravaganza. So it's like 3 days. It's going to be so much fun. And then I will be at the Scottsdale Rusty Barnes show at the end of the month Definitely wear shorts. It's hot. It's hot here too. But see, that's funny because we don't wear shorts when we teach. Ever. So I might be in shorts for 4 days and then pants for 2. So yeah, so that's my August. And then September, I'm in Montana. I'm in Washington. I'm in Idaho. And somewhere else. And one other place. And then it's October. And I'm in Missouri. And then I'm in Oregon or Portland. And then Washington again. And then somewhere else. And somewhere else. I think I have 5 events in October. It's like 4, 4, 5, 4, Hawaii. Really quick, for those of you who are on, a lot of you are very quiet, which is fine. When you go on a retreat, what is your go-to thing? What is your go-to item that you take with you that you won't leave? Sewing item. If you take your own quilts, that's fine. But like, what's your go-to sewing item? Stephanie put it. We have a Facebook group for our retreat, and Stephanie had put like, what are some of the things you guys take? And I was like, oh, I'm going to ask my followers what are some of their favorite things to bring. A seam ripper, that's a good one. Stripology ruler. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yes. I'm excited to see the gift bags that Stephanie's made up. If it's Stephanie, the Stephanie I know, there's gonna be a lot of freebies. 2 embroidery treats. Oh, see, an embroidery treat is its own thing. I have 2 embroidery treats each year, and we always take extra bobbin cases. That's a good idea. Are you doing like the 10 needle embroidery treats? I guess with the Berninas, you could drop the bobbin case too. That's a good one. I always like, mine is like a purple thing. I always have a purple thing. I don't know why. Better wear shorts all the days. These pants will melt. My pants are going to melt to my legs. It's also very hot here. We're at 105 today. But we are a dry heat. You guys, I'm going to be melting. My face is, I'm not going to wear makeup. My face is, not that I do, but my face is going to be melting off. I'm going to need one of those neck coolers. No, we're going to be inside. What are you kidding? My favorite pair of good scissors and thread. I didn't even think about that. You'll be inside seeing sewing, you won't die. Love that. Humidity is definitely not the same. Absolutely. One thing, I have a box and I lost it. Oh, a box and a list. Oh, and a list. See, I just made up words. The one thing I take, I lost. I have like my sewing bags that have all my little accoutrement in it, and but then I start using things out of them and I don't replace it. So I have like 3, and I have to go consolidate because I usually use them for different machines, because different machines, different bobbins and everything. And so I have to go look. But I love a purple thing. I don't use it as much as I did a stiletto. I would probably say seam ripper stiletto, because I have the ones I bought from, oh my gosh, why can't I think? Rich and Becky at Sawyer Creek Artistry. Extra needles and bobbins. Needles is a good one. I just bought a whole bunch. I've been trying different needles on the long arm to see what I like the most. Right now, it's a 90 jeans. It worked on that Dream Big so nice. And then also, I switched needles a lot. With the HQ, I probably did at least once a quilt. I think because they are long arm needles, I just felt like they held a tip a little longer. I don't know. I think brain. So I think in the Dream Big, I switched in the middle of it. And then I put a new one on for this quilt. But I did the whole quilt with that one. Also, for the first time, okay, so the Bernina has the thread and the bobbin winder right on the machine. What is that? Oh my gosh. My parents are crazy. What am I looking at? Oh. So, like, this is the top of the Bernina. So I can put 4 cones of thread up there. But the bobbin winder is right here. So at one point, I wound 2 bobbins going, oh, I'm only going to need 2. I needed 4. Did I need 4? No, I needed 3. And I was laughing because I've always only had 1 cone. And then I would walk back and forth and stuff. And Amanda Murphy talks about the colors that she uses a lot. She'll get 2 so she can wind a bobbin and stuff. And I actually had the bobbin winder running while the machine was running because I'm like, oh, I'll just start it because it stops itself. I just don't go too far away in case it doesn't stop itself. But the machine was stitching and the bobbin was winding. And I'm like, this is amazing. Like, oh my gosh. So I think some of those neutrals that I use a lot, I'm just going to get 2. And then obviously the stitching one, well, no, they should go about the same because, I mean, unless you're switching threads, I don't know. I just thought it was nice. And I did the whole thing with Sew Fine and I had 0 problems. And like I said, I had a 90s jean needle. It was fantastic. I've changed the way I think because when I was with my HQ, I always made designs really big. Because I was like, oh, I can fit an 18-inch design. So I'd make the designs really, really big and do less rows. So I could essentially advance less. Here, I was like, wait, I can make it stitch one direction and come back that direction. So I actually shrunk the design to be a little bit denser. And so I changed the design to 8 inches, which gave me 16 inches there and back-ish. And which is about the same size as the blocks. They did nest, so it was a little bit smaller. But it's nice to be able to like hit start and watch it stitch all the way over and come all the way back. And then when it's done, I need to advance, but I didn't have to get up in the middle of them. I don't know. I liked it. Let's see. One thing going on a notebook and pen to take notes. Oh, I didn't think about notes. Oh gosh. I hate giving autographs. What if we just take a picture? Nancy, I'm assuming you're going to be there next week. I'm excited. I was messaging with Stephanie today. I'm like, can we bring food in? Because she has some ideas. And I'm like, I wonder if everybody just wants to have a pizza party one night. I don't know if you're like me. Like, I don't like to not quilt. I'm trying to think of like, okay, what should I take? Should I take this? Should I take that? Should I take projects? But I'm there to help you guys. Like, I don't know what's happened. Other projects in case you need, in case you have a moment. Oh, I like that. A moment. My whole life is a moment. Oh my gosh. Any questions? Thank you for the kind of list. I'm going to go post and I want to just make sure you don't tank these, but also like, I'm just going to take a lot of stuff in case other people need it. That's one thing. I always want to come prepared, but also like come prepared for everybody. Ooh, but the other thing is we're going to be with Classy Creations. So if I need anything, I can always just say, I'm going to buy this. Stephanie, I hope you're setting up a store. Put your name. Oh, we can just put like tags. Oh yeah. Bring a store. Especially rotary blades. We need new rotary blades. Actually, I do need to get some rotary blades while I'm there. Let's see. I love it. A moment. Not a Kelly Clarkson moment, although it could be like a moment like this. Okay. Carrie says good idea to have a store. Yay. Nancy, I'm excited to meet all these people who are coming. Harder pack for retreat when you're flying. It is harder to pack, but I also have so it's like packing for retreat, packing for Pernina work, samples and everything, clothes, at least we're the same climate. I'll probably be in sandals, so I might be dressed really nice with sandals because that's me. Yeah, I'm so excited. I was talking to Mickey today, talking about it, and she goes, "Wait, that's next week." I said, "Yes." Can you believe it? Came out so quick. All right. Any questions? If not, I'm gonna jet because I just realized like 20 minutes ago that the video is gonna drop, but there's no description in the video for today because I'm like, oh, I'll do that later. And then when I went to do it, I noticed there was no sound in any of the videos, and then I had a little heartbreak. So I want to go get that done, which gives me 15 minutes to get it done and edited. For those of you who are going to be watching the videos of the Dream Big, the second one will come out. Hopefully I get it out. I get some editing done today. It'll be out either tomorrow or Friday. Today's Tuesday. Wednesday. It'll be out Wednesday or Thursday. I'll try to get the rest of them done this week. But I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. Because like I said, there's no volume after 20 minutes. It's just hands. You don't even see me. It's just the hands pointing at things and seam ripping and pointing. I'm glad that a lot of the parts, like when I was marking and things, where are the videos? They'll be on YouTube. So they'll be under Adam So Fun YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're notified when new videos drop. I just had a brain freeze. Oh, not a brain freeze, but a brain dead. Brain fart? What's the term? I can't remember. Also, I have this, and I was like, I'm going to take one and maybe make one in class. So I think I have to run to the quilt shop too. Don't tell Ben. I can do a voiceover, but because I don't, voiceover is probably brain fart good. Thanks, Carrie. Now I was going to say brain fart again. A voiceover is probably what I'm going to do. The problem is I don't like write down a script. I just stitch and talk. So I think there's going to be a lot of me cutting things out or humming because I want you to see what I'm doing, but I can say it since I've already done it and I'm watching myself do it. I can say like, and now I'm marking around a leaf or a petal. And that takes 1 second, whereas I might have said that over 5 minutes. Talking about like, and then a story about, and it was raining 3 years ago, and I stepped in a puddle, and I'm just gonna mark right here on this line. Like, do we need to buy a project for the project bag? No, it's included in the price. So you'll have fabric for everything, and you'll have fabric, so you'll be able to make both of them. If you're coming, okay, so those of you who are coming, because I just realized this today. I put batting in mine. So when I made this, and I don't know, like, because it doesn't say to put batting in it in the instructions. So if you cut like a 20-inch strip of batting, because one of these is 18 and one of these is 16, to make it just big enough, I did everything. I sewed it to the let me just open this. So you get like this project sheet, and so this helps you do your layout. I sewed everything to this, and then I went in and I quilted it. So like if I show you this one, as I unwrap it and unhoop it, I just don't want this to scratch my table. So I did all of the top part, and here's that why can't I think of, I don't want to say stabilizer, but whatever it is. And then I added batting and backing, and I quilted it. But it doesn't say anywhere anything about batting, but I like the batting. So this morning I was like, oh my God, I didn't say like we need batting, but it doesn't say that you need batting. So you could leave it out. I mean, this is, it gives it some stability. So I don't think you have to have the batting in there. I think I just wanted to quilt it. But both of mine have batting in it because I added it. Because it doesn't say anything about batting. And that was my fault. So if you want to bring some batting and you bring like 2 20-inch squares, you should be fine. And really, I mean, that part you don't have to do there because it's like putting the quilting part, whatever. But we'll talk about quilting on your domestic machines. Oh, you could bring foam. I didn't even think about some soft and stable. I was like, how much batting can I pack in my luggage? Do I need to take a luggage just for batting for class? Because if I have a king, one moment, please. So let's say I have 108. No, king batting is 120, right? Divided by 20. That's 6 people. No, that's 6. That's 3 people. So I mean, 3 equals 7 times 20 equals. Yeah, that's too much. That's going to be a huge piece of batting. Oh, I wonder. Oh, you know what? I might be able to do this. I'll have to look. So we'll see. All right, let's see. Anything else? Anything that I missed? No, but I took up 7 more minutes to do my description. Okay, I'm going to go. If for those of you in retreat, I cannot wait to meet you in person. And if we've already met, I can't wait to get a hug. I'm so excited. We're going to have so much fun next week. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's just quilting. Get out there and have a good time. Go have fun. Do some quilting. We'll see what I get done for the rest of the week. I'll beat that box. And that would be a very big, expensive mailing package. I get free luggage. I can fit more in it. But I have some prepackaged batting that I think I can throw 2 of those in, and I think we'd be okay. So, okay, I'm off. Love you guys. We will see you on the flip side. And at the end of the day, it's just quilting. Get out there and have a good time. See you guys. Bye.